Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium for tonight's non-conference matchup between the Prairie Central Hawks and your Lincoln Railsplitters. At Lincoln Community High School, we expect sportsmanship, so please let the players play, let the coaches coach, let the officials officiate, and let the spectators be positive. We hope you enjoy tonight's game and support your athletes in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. At this time, please rise, remove your hats, and face the flag as we honor America and those who have served with the playing of our national anthem. Now let's make the starting lineups. First for Prairie Central. They enter tonight's contest with a 6-win, 7-loss overall record. They're coached by Darren Bazell, assisted by Mike Wolf, Derek Kessinger, and Trevin McCullough.
Welcome back, Raider fans, as we get set for tonight's starting lineup.
Yeah, Scott, the Hawks are out first. They are coached by Mr. Darren Bazell. They are 6-7 on the season. First out is number 2, a 6'2 sophomore, Trey Bazell. Also in the backcourt, where's the number 3, a 6-foot junior, Jake Bachtold. Number 4, 6'2 and a senior, Collier Palmore. At one guard, number 10, 6 foot and a senior, Wyatt Steidinger. And the man in the middle, 6'2 and a senior, where's the number 22, is Andy. The Hawks are a member of the Illini Prairie Conference. School colors are navy, Columbia blue, and also white with a school enrollment of 580 students. Now for your Lincoln Railers, of course, under the direction of Mr. Neil Alexander, come into the tonight's contest with a record of 11-2 on the season. First out is a 6-foot junior. Where's the number 2, Cameron Whiteman. At the other guard, 5'10 and a sophomore, number 3, Dylan Singleton. At the other guard, 6'2 and a junior, number 5, is Caden Froby. At one forward, 6'3 and a junior, number 23, Will Ewald. And the final starter for Coach Neil Alexander at 14 points per game is number 34, 6'10 and a senior, Jermaine Hamlin. Of course, the Railers are assisted by Eric Ewald, Greg Alexander, Brandon Farmer, Josh McQuillan, and Zach Dom.
Today's tip-off is brought to you by Gymnasium Ford Lincoln. The gently used trade-ins are busting out the seams at Gymnasium Ford Lincoln, which means great savings for you. Give Sam Smedley or Kevin Riggs a call at 217-732 21-11 and let them put you behind the wheel of a beautiful new vehicle while saving you thousands. Remember to tune in to WLCN 96.3 FM. As we get set, the Railers in their home whites, red lettering with green trim and green numbers with red trim, and the Prairie Central Hawks in their blue with white numbers and letters. As always, the big boy, number 34, Jermaine Hamlin, set the jump, and Bazell of Prairie Central gets the tip.
Yeah, he did that quick tip where you try and get it on the way up. When you're a shorter guy going against a guy that's a lot taller than you on the jump, you try and get it on the way up instead of at its peak, and that's exactly what Prairie Central.
Get out of bounds off of the Railers, going to stay with Prairie Central. As Bazell looks to inbound, he gets it out front to Bachtold. Probably should have listened to you on the starting lineups, Josh.
It's all right. You don't normally
pronounce these names. I'm sure I'll hear it tomorrow as I butcher the names. Steidinger for a three, and the Hawks are on the board at first with a 3-point.
And that's one of the things also that hurt the Railers in that last game in Collinsville. Scott was the Rockford East E-Rabs getting a ton of threes from their couple of studs, and the Railers just could not defend it.
Railers with their possession of the evening. That's Proby down low. Get it down to Hamlin. Hamlin goes up off the backboard and good.
Yeah, they're going to, and Prairie Central going to a 2-3 zone to really kind of clog up that middle and keep Hamlin away from that basket. It didn't work on the first possession as Proby was able to find Hamlin for an easy layup.
Lloyd's got the tape out. I don't know if we've got some technical difficulties or what, but whenever he has tape out, he's fixing something. Call him Lloyd MacGyver. The Hawks with the second possession of the evening, up 3-2. 6:30 to go in this first quarter as they swing it around. Gets it, and now they kick it out to Froby. Froby tries to get a bounce pass to Whiteman. Whiteman cut to the basket, and Froby threw behind him.
Yeah, and I think Froby was thinking Whiteman was going to continue to go to the basket, but Cam kind of flared out to the perimeter, and by that time, Caden had already let the ball go. But I do like to see the Railers get out and go. Will Ewald with the rebound and quickly push it up to Froby. Turnover, but you like to see the Railers push the basketball and push the tempo.
Railers down 3-2, 5:55 to go in the first. The Hawks with the basketball. They get it down low to Palmore. He can't get it. Hamlin comes out of there with it.
Yeah, Palmore has just looked a little intimidated all night so far here against the big boy Jermaine underneath.
Railers with the basketball. That's Singleton, the sophomore point guard. They swing it around to Ewald. Now back to Singleton. Now to Ewald. Ewald's going to launch a three off the rim. No good. Rebound Hawks. Steidinger pushes it up to Bachtold. And he misses. Railers with the rebound. That's Singleton. He pushes left. Now Whiteman up top over to Froby on the wing. He'll dribble left. Now give to Singleton on the wing.
Well, it's one thing, too. The Railers didn't see any zone, really, in Collinsville, so it's another adjustment that they have to make here against Prairie Central. We've seen a lot of man this year have the Railers, and something new that they've got to get used to here. They move Singleton in the free throw line.
There's Hamlin down low. He'll spin, throw it up, no good. Get his own rebound, go back up, and good. Count the basket.
Yeah, I think you just work and work and work Jermaine tonight. Scott, you can tell not only the guys that they have on the court, but the guys over on the bench that Prairie Central doesn't have anybody that can come close to matching up with Jermaine.
Jermaine's fourth point of this evening, as the Railers only have 4. Now Hamlin to the free throw line, where Josh, he's been pretty solid.
Really good over the weekend in Collinsville, as you would jinx him. As
I am so sorry.
Hamlin misses his first free throw, the first attempt for the Railers
There's
tonight.
Tip away, and it's going to be off the Hawks to the Railers. And I do believe Hamlin and Froby, did they set a record for the Collinsville tournament or for free throw percentage?
Yeah, I know Froby missed the individual by 1. I think he was 17 of 17 in that last game the Railers had, and the record was 18 for 18, but the two combined might have. I didn't look that far into it.
Railers with the basketball up by 1. Halfway through the first, as Ewald has it up top, now to Froby. Froby's going to dribble the basket up off the backboard. Well, they're going to get Froby with a charge. The basket is no good. Froby's first.
And again, Froby going baseline. He loves to do that, especially with the right-handed dribble. And I thought the guy for Prairie Central was there a little late, and also I thought he was underneath the basket. And normally you don't get that charge call if you're standing underneath the hoop.
Well, they don't have the half circle like they do in the NBA and college, where you can't take a charge that deep. And the Hawks answer with the 2-point basket. They take a 1-point lead. Now the Raiders with the basketball. That's Singleton over to Ewald. Now to Whiteman up top. He'll give it to Froby. He gets it down low to Hamlin. Hamlin spins off the backboard and good. And like you said, Josh,
easy pickings. Yeah, it's easy pickings. And, he's on a block that he's not normally in.
And that is Bachtold with the answer, as Hamlin just missed the block. He lays it up and good. And the Hawks are back on top. Whiteman up top with the basketball. Now hands off to Singleton over to Froby. He'll give it back to Whiteman over to Ewald in the corner for Singleton. He's going to shoot a 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Gets his own rebound, and it's going to be off of the Hawks.
Yeah, good job by Dylan following his shot there. And Dylan shot it right in the corner over by the Hawks bench, but came up short. But credit the sophomore for staying with it. He was right the first guy to rebound it, and then was able to get it to go off of Prairie Central.
For a deep 3. Boom. That brought some rain, Josh.
Yeah, it did, and there was nothing but net, too. He's got excellent arch on his shot. It takes a lot of practice to be able to make a shot like that with so much arch, but he's been doing it for a long time.
That's a Chris Coyne State Farm 3-pointer, as the Hawks try to answer with a 3 of their own, but it doesn't go. Railers with the rebound. They'll push it up. Ewald's going to take a 3. That's off the rim, no good. Rebound Hawks. They'll push it up. That's number 12 who checked in the ball game. Who is number 12? You got the line up there? There it is. That's Crane, checked in for the Hawks. Railers up by 2. There's a 2 on the way.
Yeah, Steniger too. He's had a couple here for the Hawks, so they're staying right with it. They've been able to shoot the ball. Not really anything inside so far, but Prairie Central has shown that they can. They got a couple guys that can shoot it from the perimeter.
All tied up at 9. 2 minutes to go in the first. Hamlin will kick it out to Whiteman up top for a 3. Got it.
There he goes. Yeah.
Cam Whiteman for a Chris Coyne State Farm 3-pointer.
Yeah, Cam needed to be back here at Coach Neil Alexander Court to get that going. He didn't have a good Collinsville. Didn't shoot it well by the standards of Mr. Whiteman, who can really shoot the basketball. And it's nice to see him get on track here early.
Raiders with a 3-point advantage. 1:45 to go in the first. Hawks with the basketball. That's Bazell up top, over to Stedinger for a 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Bachtold. He'll kick it back out to Bazell. He'll throw up a 3 off the rim, no good. And Singleton will track it down. Lincoln up by 3 with the ball. 1:30 to go in the first. Whiteman hands off to Froby. He'll give it over to Ewald, now to Whiteman. 1:15 to go in the first. Lincoln up by 3.
Yeah, the Railers trying to get it in the middle of that zone, right where Singleton is, but so far Prairie Central's done a good job. There we go, right to him.
A little jumper by Singleton, up and good.
Yeah, nice pass by Whiteman, and that's exactly where Dylan's really good at, is at that free throw line. And Whiteman was able to find him for an easy jumper.
14-9, Lincoln with the lead. 50 seconds to go, and they're going to get Steidinger for a travel. Lincoln with the basketball. 50 seconds to go in the first, up by 5. Awful quiet in here right now, Josh. I think
yeah, it is. And it's a good crowd, too. Yeah, nice crowd here from the Railer Nation coming to check out the Railers and the Hawks.
There's an alley-oop to Hamlin, a little short, but he's able to regain control and put it back up for 2. Hamlin with 8 points.
Yeah, Jermaine has done a good job when he's gotten it there. Perfect from the line so far.
Crane gets it down to number 5. That's Palmore. going to get a foul on Hamlin.
Jermaine 4 of 5 from the field so far. On that one miss, he was able to get his rebound back. So Jermaine will take a seat here for a second for a quick blow with 25 left here in the first quarter.
Hawks with the basketball, down by 7. Crane. Now to Stedinger. He'll drive. Cut off by Hollinger, who checks into the ball game. And it's going to be a...
I think Cameron touched it while he was out of bounds and with that trap with Hollinger checked in for Hamlin. And Hollinger and Whiteman had a trap there kind of in that short porch area. And Cam must have touched the ball with...
They'll get it in. And Railers with a possession with 5 seconds to go in the first. There's Singleton for Ewald for a 3. Got it. Will Ewald finishes up three-pointer. We played 1 quarter. Your score, the Railers 19, the Hawks 9. We'll take a commercial break. We come back. We'll have second quarter action. Scott Kirby, Josh Komnick, Lloyd Kirby here this evening at Roy S. Anderson. The start of the second quarter. Possession will belong to the Railers as they have a 19-9 lead. Roby has it now up top to Funk, who checks in for Singleton. Hollinger for a jumper, guys.
Nice, yeah, nice feed by Hollinger. You're right, the sophomore checking in for Jermaine. Now we've got Jermaine and Hollinger. Hollinger in for Whiteman, and didn't take long for him to get in the scoring column. Hollinger catches that first one right along the baseline about 10 feet and drilled it.
There's a drive by Bazell, and he's going to be fouled on the floor. No shot. And who are they going to...
23, I believe. Ewald. Ewald with the reach.
Picks up his first, team third. 21-9, 7:30 to go in the second. Stedinger over to Bazell. Now back to Stedinger. I'm butchering that name.
Yeah, it's you got a tough assignment tonight.
That's a shot by Crane.
Oh, Ewald, nice position there underneath, though. He's got a foul over the back on Stein for the Hawks. Their second team foul. Right that time, Ewald, the junior, in really good rebounding position, and Stein went over the back of Ewald. So good stop there for the Railers, up 21-9 here, just starting the second.
Ewald with it, now back up top to Funk. Over to Froby, now back to Funk. They swing it around, trying to find Hamlin down low, nothing there.
Yeah, I think Jermaine wants it again there, and
now he gets it.
Froby gets it back to him.
Froby for a 3.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, nice little two-man game there, Scott. Froby was out on the perimeter, out on the wing, gave it in to Jermaine. Both guys went to go to Jermaine because he's 4 or 5 from the field, and then Jermaine did a good job of kicking it out and back to Froby, who hit the 3.
And that 3 is a Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer as Bazell shoots a 3, no good. Hamlin goes up and gets it, kicks it out to Funk. Funk looks to push. Now he'll dribble right, gets it to Froby in the corner, nothing there. He'll swing it back up top. Now down low to Hamlin. He'll kick it out to Froby for another 3.
He's feeling it. Ooh.
No good. Off the bat or rim, no good. Now the Hawks come out. They look to push. And they're going to get Hamlin with the body as Stedinger, we're going to say Stedinger. He's fouled by Hamlin. Hamlin picks up his second, 4th team foul.
Yeah, Stedinger has gone at Jermaine a couple of times, you know, and not scared of the shot blocker at all, and Jermaine has picked up his second foul, so more than likely Cam Whiteman coming in for Jermaine right now to take him out after 2 personal fouls.
Stedinger at the line. His second free throw is off the rim, no good. Hollinger with the rebound. Lincoln up 24-10, 6 minutes to go in the first half. Funk has it over to Whiteman.
Yeah, with a lineup we don't normally see for the Railers. Ewald, Whiteman, Funk, Froby, and Hollinger. Hollinger and Whiteman there at the same time.
Got some shooters on the court. Froby dribbles, kicks it over in the corner for Whiteman. Whiteman shoots a three off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Crane. Crane looks to push. He gets it to Bazell. All the way across. Now to Boxhold. They'll swing it around to Bazell, who shoots a three, no good. Rebound comes down to Boxhold. Swing it around. Ewald try to get the steal. Not there. Off of Bazell. Unforced turnover off the Hawks.
Well, here's a situation too, Scott, where the Railers got to really almost gang rebound, because now Jermaine out, who's does a bulk of the Railer rebounding, and when he goes out, you've really got to send 4 or 5 guys to the defensive boards. Not that we're slight of size against Prairie Central tonight, but you still sometimes struggle to rebound on that end.
24-10, 5:15 to go in the first half. Singleton drives to the basket, up, and he's going to be fouled by Bochtold. Singleton will go to the line shooting 2.
Prairie Central now in a man-to-man as soon as Jermaine went out. Their coach thought that they could runs a play to clear out for Singleton on one side, and Dylan was able to get to the lane, missed the first free throw, so the Railers 0 of 2 on the free throw line so far tonight.
Here's trivia for you. Can you name a former assistant basketball coach that was from Fairbury?
I've got him in mind, but I can't remember his name.
A.W.
Adam Winger.
Yes, sir. Trivia night here, folks.
Yeah, you're full of it.
As the Railers are up 25-10, 5 minutes to go in the first half. Hawks with the basketball. Bazell back out to Bochtold. They'll swing it across to Crane. Now to Bochtold, back to Crane. All the way across to Bazell. He'll drive, pull up for a jumper, off the rim, no
nice.
good. Hollinger goes up with a rebound.
Yeah, nice box out by the Railers too. Hollinger was there underneath with a big box out, and you watch Hollinger rebound. He always catches that rebound at the top of his jump, which all good rebounders do.
Roby drives up off the backboard and good. He's got a quick first step.
Yeah, quick first step and a quick step with that offhand. You know, you watch Roby is a lefty, and everybody knows that, but he's really good with his right hand, and you don't see that a lot. It's just something that kids need to do is be able to dribble with both hands, and you see why he's so effective, as he can go either way.
30-second timeout called by Prairie Central by Headline Salon, State Bank of Lincoln, Carter Brothers Mechanical, P&W Pools and Whiteman Construction, Bright Idea Screen Printing and Embroidery. 4:33 to go in the first half. The Railers 27, the Prairie Central Hawks 10.
Jermaine leading the way, and Froby with 8 points apiece for Hamlin and Froby, 3 apiece for Whiteman, Singleton, and also Ewald, and 2 for Landon Hollinger.
Prairie Central with the basketball. That's Bazell up top, guarded by Singleton. He'll drive in, now he'll give to Bazell. Over to Stedinger. Now all the way across. And we got a push on number 1. That is Funk. He'll be called with the foul. His first, team 5th.
Yeah, 5 team fouls on the Railers. Now Prairie Central will have the ball out of bounds underneath their basket as Hamlin checks in, which is something out of the ordinary, I guess, for Coach Al. Normally when you get 2 fouls, half, but Coach showing a little confidence in Jermaine, and Jermaine rewards him with a big rebound.
Hawks with the basketball, they lose it. Whiteman gets it out, now up to Froby.
Jermaine's coming.
Froby's gonna go up, off the backboard, no good. Jermaine's there for the pump back. That goes up under the rim. An awkward looking shot, but he's able to get it to go.
I didn't see Jermaine get the rebound. I thought somebody for Prairie Central got it. Next thing you know, you see Jermaine coming back up with it in reverse layup and gets it to go. You love watching the big man run the floor, and he rewarded himself by doing that. And
another steal. Funk up, loses it. How much has, we've been watching Jermaine play for 4 years now. Just the improvement from his freshman year to his senior year, it's just night and day.
Yeah, you're right. Strength and athleticism. He's a really good athlete for his size. Jumps really well. And he, as you said, Scott, he's gotten so much stronger and being able to.
There's the alley-oop for Jermaine. Strong, the strong man goes up for the alley-oop and the dunk.
And the guy that usually passes to him for a lot of those dunks or a lot of those easy layups is Froby, who's also obviously an excellent passer.
Lincoln up 33-10, just under 2 minutes to go in the first half. There's a shot by Bazell, no good. Rebound comes down to Ewald. Ewald looks to push. Nothing there, he'll kick it back out. He gets it over to Singleton, now back to Ewald. Raiders with the basketball, up by 23. First half for a three, off the rim, no good. Singleton's there for rebound. He's going to go back up and off the backboard, off the rim, no good. Rebound, Prairie Central. That's Bazell, stolen away by Singleton. Stripped up, and the finish is not there. Gets his own rebound back up and good.
Good job, Dylan. Way to stay with just kind of padding his rebounding stats.
Yeah.
He got about 3 rebounds in no time.
Double-double, triple-double if he gets some assist in there. Going to be a foul on Cameron Whiteman, his first, team 6th. 55 seconds to go in the first half. Lincoln up by 25. Bazell is at the line shooting 2.
Hamlin with 14. Froby with 8 as
makes the second.
Jermaine with a line of 7 of 8 from the field. 0 of 1 from the free throw line. He's got 5 rebounds, total of 14 points. Froby 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 3 from three-point land. He's got 8 points and 4 assists already.
35-11. Railers with the lead. First half coming down to a close. 40 seconds to go in this half, as the Railers will look to hold the basketball for the last shot. Singleton has it up top. Now he'll kick it over to Ewald. 27 on the clock. Froby and Singleton up top playing catch. Now Singleton will hold it. 15 on the clock. Now
it looks like Prairie Central went back to a man. I'm not sure what they're in. They look like a zone now.
5 seconds. Singleton over to Ewald. Ewald down low to Hamlin. Hamlin better hurry up. And they're going to get him with the travel as he tried to spin back towards the basket. Got a little deep, Josh, and couldn't see where he was at.
No, just out of sync there for the Railers. I think Prairie Central was going man, then they went back zone and kind of caught the Railers off guard.
0.5 to go as Prairie Central launches up. A three-quarter shot is no good. Your halftime score, the Railers 35, the Hawks from Prairie Central 11. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll have your Grau Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic Center halftime show.
Please welcome, under the direction of Randy Montgomery, the Railette dance team as they prepare for their first IETA competition tomorrow in Charleston. The sponsor for tonight's performance is All About Fun Inflatables.
Attention.
They were led in scoring by Jermaine Hamlin. He had 14 points and 5 rebounds. Right behind him was Caden Froby. He has 8, 5 for Dylan Singleton, 3 for Cameron Whiteman and Will Ewald, and 2 for Landon Hollinger to round out to 35 points for the Railers. 35-11. The Railers up at half. We're going to take another break. We'll be back here in just a couple minutes here in the Ground Incorporated. It's Steiner Chiropractic Halftime Show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Supply on this headphone amplifier isn't working. Got a short in. Figured out where the short was, and you have to bend the wire a certain way.
Welcome back with Sanderson Gymnasium and Coach Neil Alexander Court on the campus of Lincoln Community High School as the Railers have a halftime lead of 35-11. As I'm waiting for my counterpart, to fill in here. There you are.
Hey,
we're on air.
Just checking out. Somebody's got to give a shout out. The guys are listening to us and watching on the YouTube over at the Eimer station. So yeah, we got a couple listeners anyway. So,
well, I got a listener, Lester.
Yeah,
Lester. He'll heat your house in the winter and keep it cool in the summer.
Nice.
And yeah, he's listening right now. He's a big fan.
Got to have that. And listening to a good Railer game so far, at least for the Railers. The Railers are shooting 58% from the field. They're 15 of 26. 4 of 11 from three-point land for 36%. Not as good as we've seen, though, from the free throw line. We haven't taken many, Scott, but normally the Railers really good from that free throw line. 1 of 3 so far on the night. They do have 11 assists on 5 steals, just 3 turnovers for the Railers. Again, the Railers are led in scoring by Jermaine Hamlin. He's got 14 points. Jermaine also with 5 rebounds to assists. Caden Froby's second behind Jermaine in scoring. He's got 8 points. He's 2 of 3 from the three-point land and 4 assists for the Railers. So it's got 35-11 here. Not a lot of trouble with Prairie Central tonight for the Railers, although it's nice to get going here again after they've had that almost basically 6 days off. Didn't play again since last Saturday, but we'll be taking on a good Champaign Centennial team over in Centennial. Everybody remember that's an early start tomorrow, so that's a 5 o'clock start for the sophomores. We'll be on the air about 6 6 o'clock, 6:10, somewhere around there for that 6:30 start for the Chargers of Centennial and the Railers over in Champaign.
Josh, let's take another commercial break. We come back. We'll finish up the Ground Incorporated Central-Fri Practice Center halftime show. You're listening to Lincoln Area Basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM. Welcome back. Scott Kirby, Josh Komnick with you here in the Ground Incorporated Central-Fri Practice Center halftime show as the Railers look to continue their success in the second half, Josh. As you know, they've got a 24-point lead. What can we expect coming out of halftime? Well,
I think you just keep playing, you know, and that's been part of a little bit of the Railers' problems this year, as we've been able to get up on opponents and really not hammer it home in the second half. You know, we've had times where we've had a 15 to 20-point lead at half, or you know, even 12 or so around there, and kind of let those teams stay in it throughout the game. So I think if you're one team that, or if you're one thing that coach would like to look at is that fire, that killer instinct, that where a team is here, you have a chance to really open this thing up and get some guys that don't normally get in some extra time. And but can you do this, or will you let Prairie Central right back in it?
Second half just about to start. As time runs out on the clock, it will be the Hawks of Prairie Central. It'll be their basketball to start the second half. I'm assuming the starting five will be in for the Railers.
Yeah, Railers with Singleton, Whiteman, Ewald, Froby, and Jermaine to start the second half. Again, we will have the broadcast tomorrow at about a 6:10 start for the pregame show, and then the man to our left, the YouTuber, will be in attendance tomorrow also, so you can check that out on the YouTube channel, which it sounds like a lot of people are taking advantage of, which is nice.
And just, if you would, make sure to bring some tape.
Yeah, tape Lloyd's ankle.
There's Railers, they'll push up. Singleton off the backboard, nice. And good.
Yeah, I like, you kind of watched, Dylan got the steal on this end, and then he kind of waiting to see what Ewald was going to do, and Ewald ran the floor pretty well, but the Hawks went over to cover him, and Dylan just decided to take it on himself, and good job, good play there by Mr. Singleton.
Railers up 37-11, second half just underway. There's Stedinger for a three, no good. Rebound swatted out of there from Froby. Singleton comes up with it, pushes it up to Ewald, who goes up and gets it swatted out of bounds by Steidinger, but it's going to stay with the Railers.
Yeah, he's shown a little bit. I think that's Steidinger, I think, is the guy that got the tip from Jermaine to start the game. So
I mean, he's not the tallest kid out there, but he's got some hop.
Little hop in those legs.
Kind of reminds me back in the day.
Well, nobody ever saw you around here, so I'm not sure anybody's going to agree or disagree with you.
They're lucky. They did not see it. Railers with the basketball, up by 26. Singleton over to Whiteman, now back up to Singleton. Gets it down to Hamlin, now to Whiteman, up off the backboard.
Nice.
Lays it up and good.
Yeah, they went running at Whiteman, which Jermaine got it right in the middle of the lane. He kicked it out to a wide open Whiteman. They ran at him to chase him off the three-point line, and Cam did what you're supposed to do. Turned the corner and went to the hoop.
28-point lead for the Railers. Hawks with the basketball.
Travel.
That's a travel there on Crane as he tried to get to the rim a little too quick.
Yeah, forgot to take a dribble before he took two steps, and the Hawks with a turnover, but they are going to put a little pressure on the Railers with a 1-1, 2-1 almost, a 1-3-1 half-court press to kind of slow down the Railers a little bit.
Hamlin has it. He'll spin up, and they're going to get a foul on Stedinger.
Say Cameron's running to the other end, and we're getting ready to take the ball out of bounds.
Proby to inbound. He'll get it into Whiteman, who's going to put up a three from the corner off the rim. No good. Good box out by Palmore, and they'll kick it up to Bazell. Now Bazell over to Crane. Crane back to Bazell. Bazell for a three. Look good, and it is good.
Yeah, I think Bazell's their best player all around. He's shown a little bit that he can shoot from the outside, and that time Ewald unable to get out on him in a hurry. Gives Bazell now 6 for the game.
39-14, 5:50 to go in the third. The Railers with the basketball. Singleton in the corner to Froby. Now back up top to Singleton. Up top to Whiteman, who pulls up from the elbow, and good.
Yeah, Cam Whiteman catch at the top of the key and went right to that free throw line and got basically a free throw. And Cam able to get the jump shot down. Ooh, Singleton with almost with a steal.
Whiteman with 7 points. Lincoln 41. Prairie Central 14. That's Crane. Up top to Bachtold. Now in the corner. Now they'll get it down low to Palmore, who kicks it out to Crane. Crane for a three. Off the rim, no good. And Stedinger comes out with it. Now Bazell gets it down low. They'll kick it out. Another three on the way. Got it. That's Stedinger.
Yeah, they've done a good job, a better job of getting in the middle and then kicking it out. The Railers just not sprinting out to the three-point line and giving up a couple back-to-back threes here for the Hawks.
This is the point of the game, Josh, where you don't want to see them relaxing. Just keep the pressure on. Keep the throttle on. Let's get some of these young kids in the game later on. Up by 50. Proby drives to the basket. Up and good.
Yeah, and they've tried to take another charge here, but that time Palmer way too late. Almost a steal by Ewald.
Comes down to Bachtold, who gets it up top. Back to Bazell. Now over to Crane.
Travel.
Back to Bazell. Over to Bachtold. To Bazell. Now they try to get it down low, tapped away by Froby, but Bachtold's able to gain control, hands it off to Bazell, who's going to shoot a three, and that is good for Bazell, his 9th point. Off to a struggle first half, Josh, for Bazell. He's starting to heat up.
Yeah, they are, and they're just showing a little bit better ball movement, a little more crisp passing. They're able to pass really wherever they want right now, and the Railers just unable to guard them, and as we talked about in that halftime show, it just the effort kind of slides down as we get up.
Ewald for three, got it. Will Ewald for a Chris Coyne. State Farm three-pointer. 46-20. Railers with the advantage. 3:30 to go in the third. That's Bachtold to Bazell. Now to Crane. Get it down low to Palmore. And they're going to get Whiteman. I think that's his second
foul, the first team foul on the Railers here in the second half. 3:17 left here in the third. The Railers up 46-20.
Bazell to inbound. Gets it in. That's Bachtold. Guarded by Ewald. He'll spin. Nothing there. Kicks it out to Palmore. Now they'll swing it. Try to get it down low, tipped away,
yeah,
and
Singleton with the tip, and Whiteman was able to recover it.
Now Whiteman looks to push, now pull it back out all the way across to Ewald. He'll take another three, rimmed it, no good, rebound to the Hawks. They push it up to Bazell, who's cut off by Ewald. Now they'll swing it around. There's a dribble in, nothing there because the big guy, Hamlin, was there to meet him, and Railers come away with it. Singleton looks to push, he'll go left. All the way over to Whiteman, who kicks it to Froby in the corner. Froby fakes the three, dribbles, kicks it out to Singleton. Singleton takes a three, got it.
Yeah, nice drive there by Froby. He went baseline where he normally goes, and he found Will Ewald.
Steal by Froby up, and he's going to be fouled.
Found Singleton right at the top of the key, and you know, Scott, that's one of the better places to shoot if you're a shooter, and Dylan caught it right at the top of the key and drained it now. Singleton with 7, I believe, on the game, and then Froby came away with a steal. And now Caden's going to go to the free throw line.
Froby with 10 points. Make that 11.
Sorry, Singleton with 10 now. Dillon with 10, Froby with 10. 7 for Whiteman, 14 for Hamlin. Will Ewald with 6 and Landon Hollinger with 2 for the 50 points for the Railers. Nice soft touch there by Froby to get the second one to go. Hits the front of the rim and rolls in. They have a running clock tonight. Scott,
yeah,
which will
right,
be
Josh,
nice if it can be at
home and
30 points by the fourth quarter. Makes the game go by considerably faster.
Yeah, now there's a 3 on the way. Rebound, fought for underneath. Number 20 is checked into the ball game for the Hawks. That is, who's number 20?
20 is Hab, Connor Hab.
You sure?
Yep.
All right, you're sure. Hab.
I don't know him, but looks right.
Sounds good to me. Lincoln up by 31. Bazell up top to Stein. Now back to Bazell.
Yep,
There's
I saw
a steal
that.
by Froby, but Bazell's able to track it down.
Yeah, you can see Froby read that pass from way up here. He started down, read the pass, and almost was able there to get the steal at the top of the key.
Stein kicks it in the corner to Hab. Hab shoots a 3, and it's going to call it a 2. Two-pointer for Hab. So he gets on the scoreboard after just coming off the bench. Railers with the ball, 51-22, a minute 20 to go in the third. That's Whiteman. Over to Froby, down low to Hamlin, all the way out to Whiteman. Whiteman pulls up for a 3, off the back of the rim, no good. Fought for, Singleton comes out of there with it, gets it back to Whiteman. Down to Singleton, tries to get it down low to Hamlin. Couldn't get it there.
Good idea, though.
Yeah.
He caught it at the free throw line, and a lot of times those guys from the bottom of that zone there, those guys around the block will come to help on the free throw line guy, but that time they didn't come as far, and Dillon tried to get it down to Jermaine on the low block. If it would have been a pass that would have been completed, it would have been hammer time for Jermaine. Prairie Central got a hand on it.
51-22, the Railers with the lead. Now we got 23 into the ball game. Looks like
King?
Prairie Central is emptying their bench.
Yeah, they're playing a number of guys here.
That's not good because I can't remember the starters' names, not alone the subs. I do know Bazell, not personally, just because his name's been called all night. Here's a 3 by Bazell. Rattled in and out, no good. Rebound to Hab. He'll kick it out to Stein. And it'll be out of bounds to the Railers. 26 seconds to go in the third. Lincoln 51, Hawks 22. And this is a very important basket right here, Josh.
Because they, even if it doesn't, and we get in for that 30-point margin somewhere in the fourth, it's a continuous clock. But you're right, 51-22, the Railers with about 20 seconds left here in the third quarter, sorry.
$15 on the clock. Ewald over to Froby, now down to 10. They'll get it down low to Hamlin. Now they'll kick it out to Ewald. Ewald drives to the basket, up and good, and just like that, the clock will expire. Lincoln will have a 31-point lead entering the fourth quarter, and we all know what that means. At the end of 3, it's Lincoln 53, the Prairie Central Hawks 22. Stay tuned. We'll come back with fourth quarter action. You're listening to Lincoln Raider Basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM. Welcome back, Railer fans. As the subs are pouring off the bench, the Railers up 53-22. And who do we got in the ball game now, Josh?
We got Funk and Whiteman, Posgay, Hollinger,
Collier?
and Collier. Wyatt Collier, a 6'1 senior, wears the number 24 for the Railers.
Funk to Collier. Now to Hollinger, they swing it around. Good ball movement by the Railers.
One of only two seniors, Collier and Hamlin, the only seniors on this Railer roster.
Hollinger is fouled by Hab.
Railers led tonight by Jermaine Hamlin with 14, 12 for Caden Froby, 10 for Dylan Singleton, 8 for Will Ewald, 7 for Cameron Whiteman, and 2 points for Landon Hollinger.
Posgate gets it to Collier in the corner. He'll dribble in, kick all the way out to Whiteman. Now they'll swing it. Funk for a three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Hab for Prairie Central. Now they'll push. That's Crane. Guarded by Funk. Railers 53. Hawks 22. He's a sophomore?
I believe, yeah.
He's got a beard.
Yeah, well. Caden King, yeah, 5'11 and a sophomore.
Kicks it out to Hollinger. Hollinger pulls up for a three off the rim, no good. Look good. Whiteman tracks it down, kicks it back out to Hollinger. He'll dribble right, get it to Collier. Now to Funk in the corner. Funk takes a three off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Steindigger. He'll push it up to Crane, who kicks it over to Hab. Hab with 4 points.
Yeah, Railers sophomores victorious again tonight, Scott. So they have, I don't think they've got a loss yet this year.
I don't think so. And they've had a little break.
A real long break. You know, if you're Railer sophomores and you dress for that varsity team, obviously you were with that team in Collinsville and able to work out with the varsity and do that kind of thing. But it's just not the same as normal practice.
Hollinger tracks it back down. Now get it to Posgay over the corner. Now he'll swing it all the way over to Hollinger. He's going to take a deep three. Got it.
Yeah, he can line it up. He's one of the stars for the sophomore team, and that's Landon Hollinger. Going to be a good one for Railer fans to watch here in the next couple of years. Just a sophomore, and it does a little bit of everything for Coach Greg Alexander. Rebounds the ball really well, good passer, handles the ball, can go to the basket, good around the basket, good athlete too. So, you got Singleton that starts on the varsity team as a sophomore. You got Hollinger, and you have Ferguson on that sophomore team, McGrath on that sophomore team. So it's a Tungate on the sophomore. So I mean, we've got some good players coming up here in the next couple of years as well.
The sophomore hits his first three, and as always, it's a Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer. Railers up 56-29 as they work the basketball. That's Collier. He'll dribble right. Now he'll go to the rim, kick it out to Posgay in the corner off the rim, no good. And Collier unable to handle the rebound, and it will be out of bounds to the Hawks.
So out there we've got Funk, Whiteman, Collier, Hollinger, and Posgay. Junior, senior, sophomore, and junior. So this Railer team and us will travel to Champaign Centennial tomorrow. So you can either head over to Champaign and check that out, or you also, of course, will be there with the whole crew.
Three on the way by Bazell as he hits it.
That's a
ball, 56-32, halfway through the fourth. There's Collier. He'll drive up and...
No, foul on the floor, I think, okay. Scott. Nope.
No, not going to call it.
Collier went all the way to the basket and made the layup, but he was fouled. No, not quite. Although they're starting to give a little of that continuation in college, but they haven't trickled it down here to high school basketball yet.
Collier to inbound. Clock is running. 3:30 to go in the ball game. Collier launches up a three. No good. Off of the Railers to the Hawks. And we got number 15 checking in for the Hawks. That is Riley Vaughn.
Looks like after Champaign Centennial, the Railers are back home on the 11th. Scott, Friday, January the 11th, Charleston comes to town, and then Saturday, January the 12th is Chicago Harlan here at Roy S. Anderson. So a
3 for Funk, and that's a Chris Coyne State Farm 3-pointer.
Back-to-back games here at Roy S. next weekend, which is nice for everybody.
Yeah, a lot of home games second half, Josh. And we finished the first half strong in the Apollo, and I expect to see the same in the second half. Railers with the basketball, 59-38. Funk, he'll drive, he'll go dish it off
nice
to
pass.
Posgay, who finishes.
Yeah, nice pass from the football connection there. Funk to Posgay. Usually it's Posgay throwing it to Funk, but that time it was the opposite. Funk with a nice drive, and Drayden didn't.
Well, what was that? I mean,
I think he was wanting to get out. I think he was wanting to foul so he could get some subs in.
This Funk didn't like that too much. He didn't know what was going on. He just thought he was pushed for no reason. So we got a whole new crew in for the Hawks, if you would like to announce them. If not, I totally understand.
Tungate in now. Ferguson also in. And Hollinger, Collier, and Posgay in for the Railers.
Collier over to Posgay. He'll dribble in. He'll be fouled on the floor. And it'll be Railers' ball on the baseline. Thought he would shoot.
Yeah, it looked like it to me, but
yeah.
Fast moving fourth here because the Railers were up 30 at one time. And when that happens, the clock doesn't stop in high school basketball. So it's been moving quick. A minute left here in the fourth quarter. The Railers' comfortable lead here, 61-38.
Tungate for a deep 3 off the rim, no good. Reminiscent of when his dad was back in the Railer uniform. Look just alike.
Yeah, just
brings back some memories. And when your son gets up there, it'll be the same.
Doesn't seem like that long ago, but it was. You know, you just think about how fast time flies, and some of these guys have kids and that are playing now, and it flies by pretty quick.
Speaking of flying by, this fourth quarter just flew by as we're down to 15 seconds. Railers 61, the Hawks 38 as Tungate gets a steal. He'll walk it up, cross the timeline as time ticks down. 3, 2, 1. The Railers 61, the Prairie Central Hawks 38. We'll take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have your final scoring and stat tally, so don't go anywhere. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Back here from Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium, Coach Neil Alexander Court, where your Railers victorious tonight, 61-38, improved their record to 12-2 on the season. Scott, let's run through the scoring. First for the Hawks from Prairie Central, they were led by Trey Bazell, which got a lot of threes. He was 4 of 11 from three-point land. About 2 or 3 of those were late here in the game. He ended with 15, 12 for Wyatt Steidinger. He also had 3 threes for Prairie Central. 4 points for Connor Hobb, 3 for Keegan Stein, 2 for Jake Bechtold, and 2 for Caden King for 38 for Prairie Central. For the Railers, they were led tonight by Jermaine Hamlin. Didn't play much in the second half. Jermaine finished with 14. He was 7 of 8 from the field. 12 points for Caden Froby. Dylan Singleton with 10. 8 points for Will Ewald. 7 for Cameron Whiteman. 5 for Landon Hollinger. 3 for Noah Funk, and 2 for Drayden Posgay for the 61 for the Railers. Again, the Railers win 61-38. We'll take another break. We'll be back here in just a couple minutes. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic postgame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Welcome back, Railer fans. Your final score, the Railers 61, the Prairie Central Hawks 38. Josh, going to run down some more of those stats?
Yeah, Hawks shoot 14 of 34 for the game for 41%. They were 8 of 21 from 3. 2 of 4 from the free throw line. They had 22 rebounds, 6 of them offensive. They had 10 assists on 1 steal and 14 turnovers for the Prairie Central Hawks. The Railers shoot 54%, 25 of 46, 8 of 23 from three-point land, which a lot of those were in that fourth quarter where the Railers were kind of settling for three-pointers. 3 of 5 from the free throw line. We had 20 total rebounds, 6 of them offensive, 16 assists for the Railers tonight on just 4 turnovers and 9 steals for Lincoln. Again, the Railers were led by Jermaine Hamlin. He had 14 points. He was 7 of 8 from the field, 0 of 1 from the free throw line. He had 5 rebounds and also 2 assists for the big man. 12 points from Caden Froby, 4 of 6 from the field, 2 of 3 from three-point land, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 5 assists to go along with those 12 points. Dylan Singleton was also with a nice stat line. 10 points for Dylan, 4 of 7 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 1 of 2 from free throw line. 7 rebounds and 3 assists for the sophomore point guard for the Railers. Also 8 points for Will Ewald, 7 for Cameron Whiteman, 5 for Landon Hollinger, 3 for Noah Funk, and 2 for Drayden Postgate. Again, the Railers improved to 12-2 on the season. They will head tomorrow to Champaign to visit the Chargers from Champaign Centennial. Of course, the Railers, you can listen to that or watch that as Lloyd will be making the way over as well to, you can film that, or it will be on the YouTube if you can search that WLCN Sports, or WLCN is what it came up when I tried it one time, and seemed like that's been a good option for Railer fans that can't make it over, especially to some of the away games. Or, of course, Justin Tierney and I will be in Champaign tomorrow. That is a 5 o'clock, again, 5 o'clock start for the sophomores, and a 6:30 varsity tip. We'll go on air about 6:10 or so for varsity action. The Railers are a doubleheader home games next week. Friday is Charleston here at Roy S., and then Chicago Harlan comes to town on Saturday night for a 6:30 tip-off start in the varsity.
All right, Josh, let's take another commercial break. I think Coach Al's going to head out now, so I'll get about a 60-second break here. Don't go anywhere. We'll have more of the Josh Komnick Ground Incorporated Schneider Chiropractic Center post-game show.
I'm mixing it up. That's what we do. All right, he's walking up now, so.
Another 30.
Welcome back to Royce Anderson Gymnasium. So
Coach Alexander. Coach, it's nice to get back at home. A big victory for the Railers to get back on track as the Railers with a 61-38 victory tonight.
Yeah, I think we done some good things. You know, we turned them over, we hit some shots, and we're trying to get our offense to going and to where our shooters are doing what they can do best.
Yeah, Coach, and early on it looked like it was a maybe a point of emphasis, or maybe the kids picked up on that early as a big size advantage for Jermaine. We went to him early and often there in the first quarter. Jermaine with a nice game. We got a little foul trouble there in the second quarter, but Jermaine finished with 14, 7 of 8 from the field. They didn't really have anyone that could stop him underneath.
Not at all, and you know, we've spent some time on that. We've spent some time getting open on the wings and being able to post feed a little bit, and you know, when you got somebody that big, and he's getting a whole lot better and feeling more comfortable with the basketball. So it's really really good for Jermaine.
Coach, coming off the 2 losses there back-to-back in Collinsville, how were the guys in practice this week, and what were some of the things that you tried to express to the guys on what to take out of those, not only just the losses, but also the wins that were down in Collinsville and some of the competition that we were able to see down there?
Well, one of the things that seeing the quickness that we had was where they had us starting our offense. And, you know, they were have us almost way out by the volleyball court starting the offense. So we spent time trying to get the ball entered into our offense down to where we could kick it down to Jermaine and post feed a little bit. So we done a lot better, but we'll see tomorrow night, because I'm sure we'll see much more quickness than what we saw tonight.
Well, speaking of Centennial, Coach, a 5 o'clock sophomore start, 6:30 for you guys, and talk a little bit about what Champaign Centennial, maybe their record, and what we can expect from the Chargers tomorrow.
Well, I can't answer that because we take them one at a time, and I haven't looked a bit of film. We'll have to do some of that tonight, tomorrow. Or Coach Greg is the one that spends a lot of time on the film and the breakdowns and so forth. So we'll take that. But just by past experience playing Coach Lavin they're going to mix it up. They're going to play you good man-to-man. They're going to run and jump you. Depending on his talent, you could see some 1-2-2. They're going to be strong, physical athletes that can really guard you. So, we have to be ready to do our thing. And hopefully, getting back tonight and getting loosened up a little bit, our guys will be ready to go tomorrow night.
Well, Coach, thanks for stopping up here after a 61-38 victory for the Railers over Prairie Central. The Railers improved to 12-2, Coach, and thanks again. And we'll see you over in Champaign tomorrow night for hopefully another Railer W.
Okay, thank you.
That'll do it for us here in Lincoln. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow at 6:30 as the Railers are on the road to take on the Chargers from Champaign Centennial. Our broadcast will begin with the pregame show starting at 6. For station manager Jim Ash, studio producer director Paula Kodat, and Josh Komnick, this is Scott Kirby. Once again, the final score, Lincoln 61, Prairie Central 38. The Railers now stand at 12-2. We hope you enjoyed this broadcast, and we'd like to thank our listeners for listening and our sponsors for sponsoring. This has been a production of WLCN Sports 96.3 FM. We ask you to patronize our sponsors and say thank you for allowing us to bring you Railer basketball. From Lincoln, Illinois, good evening, everyone. It's time to send you back to the studio for the Classic Rock Experience, starring Jeff number 2 on the Nighttime Fix 96.